I'm gonna try and do this video because I don't like shitting on America, but I really want someone to let me know where I'm wrong because this is what I think on the whole situation. The whole Russia Ukraine deal. Now, you guys let me know where I'm wrong and where my investigation is led wrong. I've gathered some bad information, and sometimes my memory ain't so good, so you let me know where I'm wrong. But like I've always said, I don't know who thought Ukraine was ever going to beat Russia because, well, the United Nations became the United Nations because they needed nations to unite to make sure Russia was, playing nice. You know what I mean? So, this is what I don't understand is without the United Nations, Ukraine never would have been able to have this war. It's right on the news. Zelensky says it. Without support, we couldn't do this. We'd just lose. So, how can a United Nations support a nation that isn't part of the United Nations? Well, they get around it by donations. You know what I mean? Like, the, it, this war never could have happened without the United Nations. And when you look at some of the history of this little situation, where, yeah, Putin has not been nice and he's doing his thingy thing, but you go back far enough to that Presidente they had that Biden said, hey, that guy who's fucking investigating my son's company, you don't fucking fire him. You ain't getting the bills. No, 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 no. So, yeah, Biden strong armed him, got rid of that prosecutor or whatever it was, Chajang. But that guy who was Presidente, he ran away. Yeah, the Azovs came in or something like that. You guys are gonna have to talk about the Azov battalion. They came in and then made way for a more democratic leader to come in. You know what I mean? Someone with the chops, the acting chops that could get the job done. And well, imprinted comes Mr. Zelensky. You know what I mean? And it's just weird that the Azov just whoever had power just gave it up to. Anyways, you never know when a coup d'etat is happening. You know what I mean? So, what if it is the United Nations who put the big Z in his place? You know what I mean? I'm just thinking, is it that far out of, well, we know Macron came up through the ranks with the Rothschilds. He's with the WEF. The WEF is definitely down with the United Nations and the WHO and all the United stuff. You know what I mean? I'm just thinking America really doesn't have, they should just leave the fight. They don't. It just bothers me that Donald Trump knows a lot more than what he says. And he's unwilling to say it because he wants to make sure he gets that fucking rare earth. You know what I mean? What does that really do for America? Or does it do good for Donald and his friends? I don't know. But I don't think you guys are entitled to it. The only reason they were fighting is because you guys were supporting them. It was clearly stated. It was alone. Not alone, I mean. No strings attached. Here you go. Fight for the democracy of the world. Even though that guy don't allow elections now. He has problems with strong Christians. I don't think he's good. I think Don knows exactly what kind of dictator he is. I think he knows exactly how he was implanted. I think Donald knows the exact game he's playing, but he's playing to win, not for the world, not for the Ukrainian people, not for the Russian people, but for himself. A lot of people are dying over there. No one seems to care. You know what I mean? And they look at what they do to us. 11-11. Anyways. Oh, man. Are you kidding me? I lost it. It was this dude on TikTok, and he's just bawling his eyes out because the America treated Zelensky so bad for not wearing a suit. Simple things like that, you guys can't. Like at the beginning, they want him to look like he was on the front lines, just a big fighter. He was like man of the year, wasn't he? Just everything was about this hero, Zelensky. Well, he got caught up in the costumes, I think. He forgot that when you go to somewhere else, you should respect them, you know what I mean? Look the part. I don't know. it's it's simple courtesy, but yeah, you guys let me know where I'm wrong, where you guys think you fucking deserve $400 billion worth of rare earth that belongs to Ukraine. Because without our support, we never could have. They never could have destroyed it without us. You know what I mean? But was there encroachment? How did it all start? Then you got to ask yourself. It's on record. Klaus Schwab saying that Vladimir Putin used to be the young global leader of the WEF. Is he still playing the WEF game? Or did he decide to play his own game and told them to go fuck themselves? And that's why it was so important that we use Ukraine to try and overthrow Putin. I don't know. Is he part of the game? Is he playing a different game? We should ask these questions. But we don't dig into anything. Because Putin told us there's a bunch of Nazis over in Ukraine and they cause havoc. Might be how the Z got into place there. You know what I mean? The Azov battalion's real. Whether it's a bunch of Nazis or not, maybe you guys should investigate and figure out for yourselves. But hey, it was happening back in World War II. A bunch of people from Ukraine wanted to fight Russians, stand solidarity to the Nazis. We brought one into our parliament, so I know it happens for real. Anyways, you guys let me know where I'm wrong because I don't think you're entitled to their rare earth, and for some reason, you guys think you're responsible for making a deal that really, if you really wanted to do something to help Ukraine, you'd inspire their people to know that they have the power to make the change. If they want to be democratic and they don't think that their leaders letting them be, and he's being a dictator. So people how to fucking tell the dictator to go fuck themselves, blast them with fucking social media, everything. Use all the devil's tools. But anyways, we already know for some reason we don't like that help thy neighbor thing. It's all, but we'll feed them enough to destroy them. But then again, at the same time, the money that's going to destroying could be growing our own countries. But at least you guys are still not giving the money. My country and my leader is playing the WEF game, growing karma, gonna feel the pain. that his own brain caused him. He's not even going to know what to think when it hits him. But, anyways, I just want the best for the world. I want the best for the USA. I want the best for Canada. And if we don't start seeing what's going on around us, I'm afraid. I'm very afraid for you guys because no one wants the truth. If Jesus is the truth, then no one's going to have what a waste of an opportunity, eh? I try to find out what the truth is, but if you guys find it, let me know where I'm wrong because I can be wrong.